In this AP Calculus example, we're being given a few different values for some definite integrals here. First and foremost, they're telling us that the integral from 1 to 8 of f of x is going to equal 23. Then they're telling us that the integral from 8 to 3 of f of x would equal negative 15. And based upon that information, they want us to find the answer for what the integral from 1 to 3 of 2 f of x would be. I find these problems easiest to do if I put them all on a number line. So when I look at this first integral from 1 to 8 of f of x dx, and I know that that's 23, I come through and I lay out a number line based upon that. So I'd say, okay, starting at 1 and ending at 8, I know that the value of that integral all the way from there to there is 23. Then I grab the next one. The next one is telling me that the integral from 8 to 3 of f of x dx is equal to negative 15. Well, the trick on this one is to realize first and foremost that your bounds are in the wrong order here. Whenever you've got an integral, you need the lower bound to be the smaller number and the upper bound to be the larger number. So to flip my bounds, I call it pulling a negative. So we would want to pull a negative to the front of this, and that would flip this bound to be from 3 to 8 now of f of x dx, and that's going to equal this negative 15. And if you kind of do a little bit of quickie algebra, if I divide this side by negative 1 to cancel out that negative and divide this by negative 1, what I find is the integral from 3 to 8 of f of x dx is equal to positive 15. So I come in and I lay that out on my number line. So I say, okay, from 3 until 8 over here, I know that the value of this is equal to 15. Now let's go look at what they were asking us to find. So then we come and we say, okay, I wanted to know the integral from 1 to 3 of 2 times f of x dx. The first thing you want to do on this is kind of pull this constant to the front here. You can pull numbers, constants that are being multiplied to the front, and that's going to allow us to see a little bit more clearly what we're trying to find here. So what we want to find is we're trying to find this integral, this definite integral, and if we can find that value, we just need to multiply it by 2 to get our final answer. Well, looking over at my number line, the integral from 1 to 3 is going to be this section of my number line there, which tells me that if I take the full value of my number line, which is 23, and I subtract off this integral I have here of 15, if I subtract off the 3 to 8 value, that's going to leave me with the leftover amount that I'm looking for. And so I take the full value, 23, and subtract off 15 from that, and that's going to tell me that that integral that's left over there, that integral value is 8. So from 1 to 3, I know this section is now going to equal 8 because that 8 plus 15 had to equal this total amount. So then I know that this value here is 8, and now I can just multiply that by 2. I get 2 times 8 is 16, and that's going to be my final answer, which would be option C. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, please click that like button and subscribe. And also share it with your friends and anyone else you know who might be crying about an upcoming AP Calc test. You can find more videos from me, more sample AP Calc questions, and my complete AP Calc study guide over at my website, apcalcprep.com. Have a great one.